Loneliness was my world. It was my best friend and greatest adversary. No one on earth knew me better. It was my first year in college, and the last thing I wanted to be was alone. I remember I was taking a walk down the pavers of my college campus with a buddy of mine, a teammate. And he said to me, B, I'm going through something right now. I said, brother, talk to me, what's on your mind? He said, do you ever just feel like you're alone? He said, bro, it just feels like I'm always lonely, like I'm spending so much time by myself. And when he said that, it struck a chord with me, it struck a nerve, because it was kind of like, man, you too? It was kind of like, oh, it's not just me. Wow. So it was refreshing, but at the same time, it was saddening. Because why was it that we felt like we were so alone, yet we were surrounded by a community of people that loved us? It's funny, Will Smith has this quote about success where he said, success is a very tiresome and lonely road. It's not this ever-elusive state of being or mental capacity where things are sweet and sugary and everything goes well. And so when me and my friend were walking down those pavers, I said to him, I said, brother, you know, I think the irony is that God gives us loneliness as a chance to connect with him. I told him that the irony is that we are on a journey. We are on a journey to spiritual development. We're trying to get better, right? We're trying to figure out what we're good at in this life. We're trying to improve the quality of our life. And a lot of times that means cutting off certain avenues and angles from the world. That means that a lot of times the narrow road, the slim road that Jesus talks about, that's the one we have to take. But here's the other side is on that narrow road, there's only but 2 or 3 options, right? We're doing the same things every day. We're sticking to the same principles in hopes of achieving results, in hopes of achieving goals. Loneliness was such a beautiful opportunity for me to work. Right? I didn't have distractions. My life wasn't filled with many friendships or relationships. So loneliness gave me a chance to get real. Like loneliness gave me a chance to cultivate the man that I wanted to be. But if I never looked at it with a Christ-like perspective, I would have never been able to get to certain heights in my spiritual life. I would have never been able to accomplish certain things. I would have never been able to see things with new lenses. It's so important that whenever we get lonely, we understand that God ain't trying to punish us. You don't think he knows that you feel lonely? Like, it's so crazy to me. Sometimes we forget that God knows everything. He knows that you feel alone. He knows that things aren't the way they maybe should be in your life. He knows that there's some sort of disconnect that you're dealing with. He is privy, like he gets it all. He understands, trust me. God does not build junk. And what that means, hold on, I gotta say that one more time. God does not build junk. Anything that the Lord is building, anything that he's constructing, he's taking his time. Like he's taking his sweet time so we can make sure that every single brick that he lays, so he can make sure that every single seed that he's planted is planted with authenticity, with the 100% chance of prospering if we stick to the kingdom principles. God is not trying to build a flimsy wall. He's not trying to build an unstable kingdom. Like he's trying to build something that lasts. And so whenever we come to this term, whenever we think of the concept of loneliness, we got to remember that God is right there with us. How can we truly ever be lonely if we are with the King of Kings? Loneliness is not a burden, nor should it be ridiculed under a pessimistic microscope. Welcome it whenever it shows up. You'll thank me later. When I wrote this chapter, I wasn't exactly sure how my relationship with loneliness had developed. I wasn't exactly sure how it grew throughout my college years, throughout my early young adult years. But the one thing that I realized was that when I stopped looking at loneliness as a negative, my entire life started to shift. My relationships started to shift. That downtime that I had where I was alone or lonely, as people like to say, it changed. all of a sudden I was starting to blossom. I was starting to do things that I had never done before. I was starting to see parts of my identity that had never been revealed. Like there were things the Lord started to show me in prayer about who I am and what I like and what I'm attracted to that I had never seen before. When I used that time to really decipher what the Lord was asking me to do and how he wanted me to use that time, things started to change. He revealed to me that I liked poetry. He revealed to me that I like memoirs. He revealed to me that I like and am good at writing. He revealed to me that I can spend time with people, but that takes a lot of my energy away. He revealed to me that although I enjoy spending time with people, I need to re-energize in isolation, meaning by myself. So here we go. Number one, don't feel that loneliness. Let God do it. Do not feel that loneliness. Let God do it. There's so many times in our life where we attempt to fill that loneliness, that void of connection. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But we attempt to fill those empty spaces with counterfeit pleasures. When the reality is only God can fill those voids that we have in our hearts. Cliche, I know, but it's true. And there's no other way to explain it. He's the only one equipped for the task. He knows exactly what our hearts need. And there's so many times where we don't go to the Creator to find out how the creation works. Hold on, we gotta run that back. There are so many times where we do not go to the Creator and ask him how the creation works. Lord, what am I supposed to do with this so-called loneliness? Lord, why do I feel alone? Lord, is it possible to be lonely and in your presence simultaneously? Lord, what really is the issue here? Is there even an issue? What areas of my life are you asking me to pay attention to? Lord, how can I use this time to bring glory to your name? What do you need me to do? How can I be a better servant? How can I be a better son? Whenever we have these isolated time periods where it feels like nobody loves us or nobody's interested in us, or for some reason we just got a lot of free time and ain't no friends around, God is trying to get to us, y'all. Like God is trying to get to us. There may be times where he removes certain people from our life or detaches us from community for just an instant, just long enough for us to question it, and as a result seek his presence. Right? Number two, like we said, it's a gift. We're no longer going to look at loneliness with this negative connotation, perspective, or mindset. It's not a bad thing, it's a gift. Meaning that it can only be you and the Lord. Like it's time for you to connect with him. He's giving you the gift of loneliness. Y'all, when I realized loneliness was a gift, I started to produce results that I had never experienced before. In my spiritual life, I started getting deep. I started adding depth to, like, it was insane. All because I started coming to the altar, not looking at loneliness like, here, Lord, take this. This is awful. It was more like a, here, Lord, show me how to use this. It was like a, Lord, you know I'm lonely. What am I really supposed to be doing here? Right? And then number three, it's not just you. Like I promise you, 99% of the people on the earth are going through that same thing. We all have those stints where we feel like we're lonely. It's not just you. I was so thrilled when me and my teammate were taking that walk on my college campus pavers. And he said, yo, do you ever feel like you're alone? Because I wanted to tell him, bro, I've been feeling like that for the past 3-4 years. Like, I'm glad you feeling that way. Now that makes me think I'm not going crazy. Like, that makes me think that there may actually be a divine reason behind this. There may be something to look into and pray about. There may be something that we're missing from this opportunity. Why is God allowing this to happen? Okay, Lord, what do you need from me? Lord, this is how I feel. Is this a fleshly feeling or is this a spirit feeling? God, I need you to talk to me. Like, what better way to connect with the Lord when ain't nobody else around? Like, what better way to get to know him better in hopes of getting to know you better, in hopes of serving him better, than when nobody else is around? That's one of the most beautiful things about loneliness, is that when there's nobody else in the room, you can see you for who you really are. When there's nobody else in the room, you can see you for who you really are. Why? It's just you and God. And God is not going to lie to you. Like, Jesus is not going to lie to you about who you are. He's going to clarify. He's going to be transparent. He's going to be honest. He's going to be loving, but he will not lie to you. And there are many times in our life when other people sit at the table with us, they fill our minds with false perceptions of our identities. They fill our minds with unstable and, quite honestly, inaccurate judgments about who we are and who they think we are. So it's a real nice thing when it's just us and the Lord comes to the table and we comes to the table and he slaps the facts right on the table. And he says, that's not you, this is you. And he says, that's not you, this is you. And now we get to obtain that. We get to claim that. We get to put that on. We get to wear it around. But without loneliness, as the world likes to declare it, and even as I declared it, we would never get to those places. Why? Because the world is filled with different forms of media and people and circles, and life gets busy. And we end up believing things that the Lord never intended us to believe about ourselves. And as a result, we are damaging the creation. Don't miss out on the gift. Like, don't miss out on the gift. If you're in a space, if you're in a position where you feel lonely and you feel like there's really not a lot going on in your life and you got some time on your hands, do me a favor. I need you to thank the Lord. Like, I need you to thank the Lord that you are so-called lonely, because now there's nobody there but you and him, and it's time for you to get clarification on the mission. Like, it's time for you to get clarity on the calling. Lord, what's the vocation? Why did you make me? I'm ready to know. Thank you for only bringing me and you to this table. Now it's time to get busy.